Retired U.S. Army Brigadier General Steve Anderson is at the Magic Wall to break down the military implications. General, what assets does the United States have in the Middle East right now?
Well, thank you, Laura. It's great to be here with you. Right now, we've got a couple of carrier battle groups that are inbound to the Mediterranean. We've got the Nimitz, and then we've got the Carl Vinson that's on site as well. There are two destroyers, my understanding, within range to be able to support Israel right now. Of course, we also got 46,000 troops scattered on 9 different installations all over the Middle East. The Al Udeid Air Base is probably the most significant. There's quite a number of F-16s, F-35s that can fly out of there. And there's also aerial refuel. We've been talking about using B-2 bombers out of Diego Garcia to perhaps deliver this GBU-57. It's probably so far away, 3,500 miles, that it would need some aerial refueling assets. So we've got those assets available in the theater. We've got everything I think the Israelis will get lots of support if President Trump wants to provide it from these carrier battle groups and the assets that are already in the area.
Well, you have the assets, and let's talk capability here, because one of Iran's nuclear sites is buried deep underground in a mountainside. The U.S. does have the capacity of reaching it with bunker busters. Describe how that would work.
Well, this is probably the most capable conventional munition in the world, the GBU-57. It can penetrate up to 200 feet of hardened facilities. The problem in Fordo is that some of the facilities, I understand, and some of the centrifuges may be as deep as 300 feet. But nevertheless, this is a massive bomb. It delivers about 5,000 pounds of explosives and 30,000 pounds. And there's only one asset really in the world, the B-2 bomber, that can deliver this. And as I mentioned, it's about 3,500 miles away. But this is an incredible munition. I had them in Afghanistan. We used it a couple of times. It's very, very effective. But the question is, can it penetrate deep enough to really get at all the centrifuges? I submit that we would probably have to have at least a half dozen of these things that we'd have to put on site at Fordo to really have the effect that we want.
Well, meanwhile, Israel is saying that it's flying unimpeded over the skies of Iran, that Iran's military has been degraded by the strikes. We know about the U.S. capabilities. What are the capabilities of Israel's military and also Iran's now?
Well, I would say Israel's got the upper hand, without a doubt. They've got total air superiority over Tehran right now, over all of Iran. They've demonstrated that. They've also have intelligence dominance, which is absolutely critical in this fight. So, I mean, there's no way that the Iranian military can match the Israeli military. In fact, they do have some assets, some F-14s, MiG-29s and whatnot, but the only thing they're really able to use right now is the Shahab-3 and the guided missiles. They've got perhaps 2,000 or so guided munitions, ballistic missiles that they could fire at Israel. But a lot of the launching sites have been taken out by the Israelis, again, due to their air superiority. So it's really not a fair fight at this point. Israel's got the upper hand, and they are seeking to take advantage of that.
Do they actually need the United States' help then?
They do if they want to take out Fordo. If they want to have, because the United States is the only country in the world that can provide that deep penetrating GBU-57 capability and the B-2 bomber that can deliver that capability. So yes, they would need the United States to do that. If they didn't have the United States, the only other way they could do that, they'd have to do some kind of a ground attack, believe it or not. I mean, some kind of a special operations where they'd have to secure the area and send guys with bombs into these tunnels to blow everything up in there. That can be done. I would not underestimate the Israelis and their capability to do that. Now, of course, invading another country, putting boots on the ground in Iran would be a major escalation in the war and would probably outrage the entire Arab community. But they could potentially do that.
Retired Brigadier General Steve Anderson, the Commander-in-Chief, has got quite the decision. Thank you so much.